What you wanted me to do? Okay. So if I was doing it and I was doing, so my page one, it would be who my who my client is. It would be like images, maybe the text of their, title. It would be like maybe some other graphics, some text, maybe other, like it would be something like this. Make sure your name, I don't know, did they specify, like, make sure you have like some type of title block on your page as well that you keep consistent through the project. So whether that's putting it somewhere in the corner or whatever with your name, ARC 104 and all of that happens there. And, maybe some more text or, like imagery. So that's my page one. Yeah? So it's about the client. Now page two. All right. Page two and page three, you should already, most of you, if not all, should already have. It's going to look like this. But you should still have your title. Okay? We good? All right. Then now the page four, your precedent analysis. Same thing. So, all right. Page four. So your precedent analysis should look something like you put a picture of your architect. Okay, you put a picture of your architect. Maybe then you'll put like maybe the title of or a little bit of information about the house. Then you put like maybe some more graphics around what the house is, some information. You keep your title block area, maybe you put a little bit more graphic, something like that. Shouldn't be heavy text, but something like that. Yeah? Everybody understand? Like it don't have to look like this. I'm just giving you a thought in regards to what I'm looking for. Okay? So your precedent analysis. Okay. Then your page five is your first diagram. So again, you leave this, it should say like option one, it should say what the drawing is or what the page is and all that stuff in the corner. And then you wanna indicate your diagrams. So on there, you're gonna do like, you should probably see your bubble diagram first. Then you'll see the Part section. So it's almost like how your building is gonna look in your design. Then you'll see a furniture layout. So then you start to lay out what your design looks like. Then you see an image of your massing model on here. And then you see your materials palette. So material palette and massing model. Okay? That's page five. Page six, you do the same thing with option two. Same as five with option two. Everybody got it? So page five should look like, page six should look like page five, but it's a second option of a design. All right? Then the final thing now is your final design concept. So this page is going to be, so for example, we need to know what scale. So I'm gonna look and see, but this should be to scale. So it's gonna depend on how big so for example, it also depends on how many floors you have. So your layout and what I'm about to say now may look a little different. Like for example, I know hers is 1 story, right? Is it 1 story?
Yeah, for the person.
Right, but is now your design, because I remember you said your person was sick and this and that. Is it gonna be 1 story?
It's 2 stories, but she has an elevator.
Okay, all right, okay. But there was somebody else who said they were doing more of a rancher style design. So depending on that, so like for example, you're gonna start with like your floor plans on this page. So your floor plans are gonna be detailed, like sort of drawings, and like let's just say if this is floor 1, and then you might have something else that say like floor 2. But and this is like if you have where you are only like, let's say your design look more like this, and I'm just making something up, it may take up more of the page. So that's what I can't really tell you for part 7 how many pages it's gonna be. It just really depends on how many floors, how big your design is, all of that stuff. But what is required on that page is 2 floor plans. When they say 2 floor plans, is it floor 1, floor 2, or so does that? But everybody's doesn't have to have 2 floors, does it? Okay, so your floor plan.
Unless the other floor plan is like
The second option, or no?
no.
I'm just gonna say floor plans. So depending on how many floors your spaces is how many like plans you would have. Okay? Yes? So you're gonna have a floor plan. Then the second part is sections. 2 sections is correct. So I'm gonna take away this 2 floor plans and just put floor plans. And then the second part is just 2 sections is required. Does everybody know what a section is? Next class, we got to do technical drawings because I need everybody to be on the same page and understand what they're presenting. Because I don't know, if y'all don't know what that is, that's going to be hard for you to do these drawings if you don't know how to draw them. Maybe once we do them, you guys will become more familiar and be like, oh, okay, I do know. So I'm hoping, because that's not going to be good. So anyway, a section. So you'll have your floor plans, right? Then what a section drawing is you want to then have these lines showing where you're taking a section. A section is a cut of the floor plan. So you usually want to take a cut horizontally and then vertically. Okay? So you want to have 2 sections that's probably like this. That's like the minimum, is like having 1 cut across and then 1 cut the other way. Yes? Savannah, no, sorry. Tell me your name again. Naya, I'm sorry. There was a girl, I don't know where but I just remember she was in the back. So my bad, Naya. This is how you do a section cut. When you cut the section, what you then see as a designer is like, let's just say if the kitchen was in this area and you cut through it, you want to now see, what do you see when you cut that section? So you're doing a drawing that's going to look like this, or then a drawing that's going to look like this. And you start to see what is in the house. That's what you see in a section. Okay? So on this page, you're going to have like the floor plans, you're going to have the sections, you're going to have elevations. Elevations show like the exterior part. So you'll see what the house begins to look like. So we're going to have 2 elevations, probably of the side and probably of like the front or the back or whatever. So two elevations. Then an aerial view. So that is going to be showing like the whole site. So it's really more like a site plan. I don't know why they said aerial view, but you'll have like a site plan. Okay? So what the site plan shows is you'll see maybe like the typography, and then you're going to see like your house, like on the site. Okay? Like the shape of the house. And then lastly is the materials. I would do, I mean, technically, if you were doing this project right, you would actually do a 3D model and a physical model. Because for you to be able to do the perspective with material, that's a 3D thing. So I don't know how you gonna show, like, that's a 3D, yes? So that's 3D to show the interior perspective.
Last year we did our floor plans on Rhino, and then like we extruded them, and then that's how we made the 3D models.
Okay. I mean, you could do that too. That's where you should probably, because if you do, that's a good point. If you do all of this in like Rhino or even in SketchUp, then all of this becomes easy at the end. Cause then you just cut in a section, cut in a thing, like all of that is easy breezy. Mass and model, like all of that stuff is now easy to do. Let me ask this, who is gonna be using SketchUp to do this? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Who's gonna be using Rhino? 1, 2. What y'all about to? 4? Huh? Okay, Rhino. So Rhino, and then the rest SketchUp. Okay. All right. So yeah, you do have to do, I would say, 3D, and then a physical model, and then that's the last part. We all on the same page? All right, it's a lot.